Welcome to the Technical Assistance webinar for the fiscal year 2026 School Safety Enhancement Grant Program. Today's information will provide an overview of the program, eligibility requirements, application priorities, selection criteria, and important submission information for prospective applicants. Today we will walk through the major components of the competition, beginning with a program overview and ending with application submission reminders and frequently asked questions. The goal is to help applicants understand the requirements and prepare complete, responsive applications. Before beginning your application, applicants should carefully read the application notice and instructions, also referred to as the ANI, as well as the common instructions for applicants. These documents contain the official requirements and should be used as the primary reference when preparing the application. The School Safety Enhancement Grants Program is designed to support state educational agencies in strengthening school safety systems and improving the physical security of schools. Funding may support evidence-based safety measures, emergency response coordination, infrastructure security improvements, and training or preparedness exercises for school personnel and school resource officers. This slide highlights key competition details, including the application deadline, submission process, project period, and estimated funding amounts. Applicants should note that applications are due July 28th, 2026, and must be submitted electronically through grants.gov. Eligible applicants for this competition are state educational agencies, or SEAs, as defined in the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. It is important to note that only one application per state is permitted. To meet Absolute Priority 1, the project must be carried out by a state educational agency. Applicants should clearly describe the SEA's role in leading and implementing the proposed project. Absolute Priority 2 focuses on activities that improve school safety systems and the physical security of schools. Applicants must describe how funds will support one or more allowable activities, such as secure entry systems, deterrent measures, perimeter controls, visitor screening infrastructure, emergency communication systems, emergency response plans, or active threat response training. Applicants may earn competitive preference points if they propose to serve rural communities that meet the specified NCES locale code requirements. This priority is optional, but applicants seeking these points must clearly demonstrate how they meet the rural eligibility criteria. Applicants must describe how they will identify and prioritize LEAs with the greatest need for improved school safety systems and physical security. If the SEA plans to award subgrants, the application must also explain whether the process will be competitive or non-competitive and how LEAs will be selected. Applicants must also explain how the proposed project aligns with relevant school safety recommendations from the 2018 final report on the Federal Commission on School Safety. In addition, applicants should describe how their proposed activities align with recommendations from the Department of Justice's Critical Incident Review related to the Robb Elementary School shooting. This slide highlights several important requirements for successful applicants. Administrative costs may not exceed 10% of the annual grant award. Grant funds must supplement and not supplant existing non-federal funds. And all school safety equipment and technology must comply with applicable building and life safety codes. Applicants should carefully review the restrictions on the use of funds. Program funds may not be used for prohibited activities, and grant funds may not be used for construction, renovation, or repair of a school facility. Applications will be reviewed using 4 selection criteria totaling 100 points. Applicants should pay close attention to the point values. Quality of project design and management plan each carry 30 points, while adequacy of resources and project evaluation each carry 20 points. The program performance measures focus on the number of schools, staff, and school resource officers served through grant-funded activities. Applicants should ensure their project design and evaluation plan are structured to collect and report data on these measures. The ANI includes definitions for key terms used throughout the ANI. Applicants should review these definitions carefully to ensure their application uses terms consistent with the official guidance. After the application deadline, federal staff will review applications to verify eligibility and ensure requirements are met. Eligible applications will then be reviewed and scored by a panel of 3 external peer reviewers, and all applicants, whether they are successful or unsuccessful, will be notified in writing or by email of their applicant status. Projects funded under this program must be operated in a manner consistent with federal civil rights laws. Applications will also be screened in accordance with the ANI, and awarded grants will include terms and conditions related to compliance during the post-award phase. Applicants should review the common instructions for applicants, which provides important information on formatting, submission requirements, UEI registration, assurances, risk assessments, and award information. These instructions apply across department discretionary grant programs and are important for preparing a complete application. Applicants must address the absolute priorities in order to be eligible for funding. Competitive preference priorities, on the other hand, are optional and may provide additional points, but they are not required for eligibility. Only one application may be submitted per state, and eligible applicants are limited to state educational agencies. The estimated range of awards is $500,000 to $5 million. So applicants should develop budgets that are reasonable, necessary, and aligned with the proposed scope of work. Although the estimated range is $500,000 to $5 million, there is no max or minimum that can be requested. Applicants should follow applicable procurement requirements when selecting vendors or contractors, especially if an individual or organization helped prepare the application and may later provide services. All applicants must also complete the disclosure of lobbying activities form, even if they do not engage in lobbying activities. The department recommends that applicants limit the application narrative to no more than 15 pages. Applicants should also follow the formatting standards and the common instructions to ensure their application is clear, complete, and reviewable. Grant funds must be used to supplement, not replace, non-federal funds that would otherwise be available for the same activities. Applicants should also note that this program uses a restricted indirect cost rate, and administrative costs may not exceed 10% of the annual grant award. Applicants must provide the same unique entity identifier, or UEI, that was used when registering as an authorized agent in grants.gov. If the UEI in the application does not match the SAM registration, grants.gov may reject the application. Applicants are encouraged to complete SAM registration as soon as possible. An active SAM account is required to submit through grants.gov, and applicants should allow 24 to 48 hours for SAM information to transfer to grants.gov after your registration becomes active. Applicants should not wait until the last day to submit their application. The application must be fully uploaded and received by grants.gov no later than 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 28, 2026. And upload speed may be affected by file size, internet connection, or organizational firewalls. After submission, applicants will receive an automatic notification from grants.gov with a tracking number. This confirms receipt by grants.gov and does not mean the application has been received or accepted by the department. All submitted files must be in read-only, non-modifiable PDF format. The department will not accept PDF portfolios, fillable PDFs, password-protected files, or attachments that cannot be accessed. Applicants must follow grants.gov file naming requirements. Applications may be rejected if files have duplicate names, names longer than 50 characters, or names that include special characters. As a reminder, the application deadline is July 28th, 2026. Applicants should confirm eligibility, review the eligible applicant requirements, and ensure that both absolute priorities 1 and 2 are fully addressed in the application. Applicants should read the ANI in its entirety, because most questions can be answered by reviewing the official application documents. Applicants should also use whole dollars in budget forms and submit applications early as much as possible to avoid last-minute technical issues. For additional questions, applicants may contact Nicole White, the SSE Competition Manager, at school.safety@ed.gov, and should also review the SSE website for additional information and updates. Thank you.